Let's end off 2023 revisiting 12 different Armaf fragrances to see if they're still relevant in 2023. A lot of these fragrances I had for a decent amount of years, well over 5 years, and I've kind of been neglecting them. Some of them are doubles and triples. I do give a lot of fragrances away, and I've been giving so much attention to the other clone brands that I've kind of put Armaf in the back burner. But today I'm gonna revisit 12, I would like to say fairly hyped Armaf fragrances to see if these joints still slap in December 2023. Let's roll my motherfucking music so we can revisit 12 hypey Armaf fragrances to see if they lost their clone crown.
We're all alone, yeah, that's friends from the south side. In case you cared, out of all your friends, I wanna be
Blessing, what my beautiful peoples, you know who it is. It's your boy, 𝐷𝐸. How is it the end of 2023? This year has flown by. This is kind of one of those points where you're like, yo, let's make the best out of every day, because time is running through quicker than this coffee in my system. It's decaf. I can't really fuck with coffee, but it clears me out. So the first fragrance we're gonna be re-smelling is a fragrance that I didn't really love at first. So essentially, this is supposed to be an interpretation of Dior Sauvage, but to me, it's more of a Dior Sauvage mixed with a Dylan Blue, and that's Cubaknow Urban Man Elixir. Now, Urban Man Elixir is what I like to refer to now in December 23 as the TikTok fragrance. This next to Cubaknow has so much hype on TikTok, it's incredible, which makes sense because TikTok is more for the youthful audience, not for an old, washed up, bitter old man like me.
I'm just a washed up bull rider.
Very pleasant, very easy to wear. It is, like I indicated, a hybrid of Dior Sauvage mixed with a little bit of Versace Dylan Blue and a slight greener element. There's nothing that really moves me about this scent. To be honest with you, I could see how people enjoy it and how some younger cats would have rocked this shit, but not only is it a little bit light, it's a little bit boring. Is it a bad fragrance? No. Is it one that's gonna continue sitting on the shelf collecting dust? Absolutely. Next one. Next, the legendary king, the one that gave Armaf any position that they're in, Cubaknow Man Intense. The chains always break on mine. This is the second bottle that I have, and for some reason I just can't keep that chain intact. This was the OG, like, super hypest of hype Aventus clones when it came out. It had a little bit of a rough start, but once they started getting that blend down pack, it became like the unanimous beast when it comes to Aventus clones. Is it still lit though? Still good. For somebody who appreciates Aventus but doesn't rock Aventus on a regular, it is a breath of fresh air to revisit this scent profile and be like, all right, I could see what I liked about this scent from the jump. And stepping away from that kind of scent for a while really makes you miss it a little bit.
Do you miss me? Duh.
Still has that bergamot-ish pineapple scent. You still get that black currant kind of essence. You get that Aventus DNA. I mean, in the last couple of years, Creed has switched hands from owner to owner that we don't know what kind of batch variations you're gonna get or what kind of performance you're gonna get. So this might be the only consistent route, saving you some money that'll give you that original style DNA that everybody was looking forward to. Is it still good in 2023? There's a lot of other options out there, so it's still up there as a contender. But I still give the OG his crown. Next one. Next, we're gonna be talking about Milestone. Cubaknow Milestone. Cubaknow Milestone is that Millesime Imperial Creed clone, which was, what was the old rumor that it was Michael Jordan's favorite cologne? I don't know who came up with that or where I read that joint, but it was in a paper somewhere. Still good, fruity, musky, aquatic, dry, vetiver. The musk here is very powerful. It's more like musk, sweet, berry-ish kind of note, and then you get that aquatic vibe right under it. Ultra mass appealing, still very sexy. I think that this is a very solid interpretation of Millesime Imperial. Sexy vibe, sexy energy. You just gotta really appreciate that dry, fruity muskiness, which could be a little confusing to some people, but it has a very agradable scent profile. It's, you know, attractive, it's sexy, it's unique, it stands out. It's got great performance on it. This is a very good one. Still in 2023, I give this shit a go. Next one. I personally don't see me enjoying this one in 2023, but it's Cubaknow 𝗙𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐵. 𝗙𝐿𝐼𝐍𝐵 is Silver Mountain Water clone. Silver Mountain Water and I just don't get along. It's a fragrance that I've tried over and over and over again, and at some points I do enjoy, but in others I'm like, this is not me. So we'll see. It's not bad. It's not great either. I'm still in that same energy. I always said it and I'm gonna continue saying it because there's nothing else that I can refer to it as just a sweaty bag of wet nickels. That's what it smells like. It's overly musky but wildly metallic as well. It's a little off-putting and slightly jarring. Like, I can get the citruses and the brightness and that slight sourness that can have some fresh aquatic tendencies as far as being attractive, right? But this shit is kind of like just too wet nickelish vibe. Like, It sometimes smells a little bit like plumbing pipe. Like it sometimes smells like wet plumbing. There's a little bit of like a Drano essence to this shit that I can't get past it. This is just not for me in 2023. If you like Silver Mountain water, is this a good option for it? Definitely. Is this something that I would personally recommend to wear? Nah, not at all. This can, I mean, I already expected this shit to be a no-go, but it's a no-go in 2023 next one. Now here's a nice boring one. Cubaknow Iconic Blue or Blue Iconic. Whatever you want to call it, it's a Blue de Chanel interpretation. I don't know why they went that route, but let's see. Yeah, it's mass appeal. If you're looking for a Blue de Chanel kind of alternative, it's in that space. I think that this is more hybridish as well. It's a more earthier, greener Blue de Chanel with more of a lavender punch too. It's unusual. I'm getting a little bit more smokiness out of this than I would have anticipated. I mean, it's not bad. It's definitely mass appeal. I could recommend this joint if you're looking for a Blue de Chanel with a little bit of a twist. I think that this is a good option. Is it one that I'm really gonna reach for? Probably not. But is it one that I'm gonna tell you don't get because it smells like shit? I definitely won't. It just doesn't move me or excite me, but it is good. So you make that determination. Next one. Now this one is for the ladies, and I've appreciated this one a little bit more, and that's Imperial Club de Nuit. This joint is Parfums de Marly Delina or Delina exclusive clone. Oof. I mean, I can't pull this off personally, but the lychee in here is absolutely the star, and it is very sexy. At first, I was like, nah. More, I'm like, yo, this has a shorty vibe all over it. Like, very sexy, sweet lychee, fruity, white floral, slightly ambery. There's a little bit of a smoky, incensey kind of vibe at the base. There's a mild ambery vetiver combination as well. It's a very fruity, attractive fragrance. It almost smells like a lychee martini kind of cocktail essence. Imperial for dudes just don't make any sense, but yo, wear what you want. I'm not here judging you. I definitely am.
Stop judging me.
But this on a shorty for the 3.5 women that watch me, this is beautiful. I definitely would recommend this to the ladies. For dudes, listen, depending on your fit, all right, queen? Yes.
Yes, queen, yes, queen, yes, queen!
The hypey of hype, Untold, which is that Baccarat Rouge 540 clone. Is it still good though? With all the Baccarat Rouge clones that they're out there, like how much more Baccarat Rouge do we need in life? It's like a Ventus, bro. Like if you haven't smelled this on somebody around you, you work in your basement. Still good. Still Baccarat Rouge 540. Sweet. Although the original is a little bit sweeter and more candy-ish like. This one's more on the sweet, muskier side. It has kind of like a little bit of a melony note. Musky, sweet, sexy. In that Baccarat Rouge space, not a one-to-one, but a definite good alternative. For me, I still prefer the Franck Olivier Pure Addiction version, but this is definitely a good option, and I would say, yeah, you can still pull this off in 2023. The Baccarat Rouge hype hasn't died yet, bro, so you can still pull it off. It's probably gonna be another 2 years. Next one. Now, I don't even know why I pulled this joint out, but it's Armaf Enchanted Trend. I don't know, I bought this joint off of Whim to see if I found another little hidden gem in the Armaf space. I don't remember what the hell it smells like, so we're gonna see if Enchanted smells any good. I don't know what the hell this is trying to clone. I don't know if this shit is trying to clone like Aquanet hairspray from the 70s.
I thought I smelled failure and cheap hairspray.
This shit kind of smells like a Dominican shorty at the salon under their hair dryer with the rollers on, that she just like, I gotta spray this shit before I take off the rollers, bitch. You gonna fuck up your curls. That's what this shit smells like. A hot blow dryer with mad hairspray. No. Next one. Now I just talked all that shit about Silver Mountain water, but Derby Clubhouse is actually like a better version. It's a more tolerable version of Silver Mountain water in the Armaf lineup. This is what happens with a lot of clone houses, right? Armaf was probably one of the originators of this shit, is they would clone the same fragrance in different presentations, maybe twist up a little bit here, kind of splash something there, just put it in a completely different presentation and just continues getting the bag. Like sneaky shit. They're just, you know, fucking fisting everywhere they can possibly get. See, the reason why this one is more tolerable is because that wet musky coin vibe is reduced a significant amount. And this one, they let the black currant shine, they let the lemon shine, they let the orange shine. It has more of the aquatic essence. And most importantly, like it has more of a vibrant green tea vibe. This one is a way, but I mean, I would personally enjoy wearing this one a lot more than I would the original Club de Nuit Sillage or even Silver Mountain water. The tea and the citruses here with the mild musky is definitely where it's at. I would absolutely recommend this one over Sillage for 2023. in my taste. Next one. On today's episode of What the Hell They Were Thinking, Armaf dropped a private blend, Private Key to My Dreams, which was like, what, $200? Smoking piedras. Like, what the fuck were they thinking? Like, let me just drop a fragrance, put it in a heavier, dutier bottle with a little bit of a magnetic cap on it, and just make it more, like, quadruple the price. What are we doing, dogs? Now this one, I probably wore it 4 times, if that, and I was just blown away by the price point and why I even paid that kind of money for a clone fragrance. And what you're getting here is in the space of like a Layton from Parfums de Marly. It's got that warm spices, apple pie-ish kind of energy. It isn't bad, it's a very tolerable fragrance, but the price point, like, you put it back into that $50-ish space and then we can talk turkey. It is good. I think it has a little bit better quality. It has better performance as well. It's not a one-of-one Layton. It smells like a hybrid, to be honest with you. It's got kind of like the sweetness of the Paco Rabanne 1 million mixed with a Layton, but it's more Layton-centric as far as the warm all spices apple pie sensation. It's good. It's a good fragrance, just not for the price. Like, if this shit was in that $50 space, I would say it's a go. At the end of the day, just wait around. It's gonna drop in price. Everybody's gonna put a discount tag on it. So at that point, in that 60 sub space, it's a good fragrance. It doesn't smell shitty. It doesn't move my monkey crazy, but it's not bad at all. Actually, I would recommend it for 2023 if you can find the 60 and under. Next one. I say I was probably one of the people that hyped the shit out of this fragrance because it was such a breath of fresh air. Armaf Parfait, the OG of OGs. Bro, this fragrance was hyped for a minute. What, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago maybe? But is it still good? I haven't sprayed it in a minute. So let's see if in 2023, this hybrid of what's essentially green Irish tweed mixed with Aventus is doing. I still think this shit is good. It's a little bit more on the green Irish tweed now. I don't know if whatever, initially I felt it was more Aventus with a green Irish tweed. Now it's definitely more green Irish tweed with a sparkle of pineapple, black currant, Aventus-ish kind of DNA. I still think it's very good. This shit is dirt cheap. I don't think it ever went crazy as far as pricing on the hype. It's still probably in that $30, $20 space. For that price, I still think this shit is good. Classy, office safe, casual, dress down, wife beater, PJs, bare dick out.
Come on, man. I mean, come on, man.
I still think it's handsome, bro. I still think this shit is good. I've seen some of these Club de Nuit joints that still ain't touching this motherfucker. So yeah, I'll recommend this joint 2023. It's cheap as shit and smells good. And finally, another one that I was a huge fan of when it came out, minus the bottle, Armaf Hunter Intense. This is still the OG bottle. I don't know if this shit is rotten at this point. I haven't worn it in a extraordinarily long time. This was also in that Sauvage space, still in blue space, those blue hypey aquatics. But let's see what it's doing in 2023. Chilling. A little young, still good, very lavender forward for some reason. Fresh out of the shower, body soap, clean, young buck, actually kind of creamy. This shit ain't bad, bro. Maybe the more that this shit macerated on my shelf. What the fuck? No. What? Ghost pimples. What? Hold up. Fuck out of here. I got goose pimples from this shit. I mean, it does smell nice. I do like it. There's something very comforting about it. Hold on. Give me a sec. Shit giving me goop. What? I'm being a little bit of a hater right now. It is good. Shit. It's really deterring itself from like that Sauvages. Like there's something creamy, shower fresh, very inviting, very comfortable. I'm here trying to play it off like something happened here. I'm uncomfortable recommending this right now. Here's the reason. I don't remember this smelling like this. I feel like this turned. I feel like it macerated into something and it changed or just sat on the shelf and decided to do whatever it decided to do molecularly in here that changed its composition into something fucking nicer. It's creamy, it's lavender, it's shower fresh, it's very inviting and warm. It's a little youthful, it's a little fuckboyish, but I don't know, it tickles my hymen a bit. Shit. All right, listen, I kind of like this more than I thought I would, but something has happened to this fragrance that I'm only gonna partially recommend because your shit might not smell like this. It's not gonna smell bad, but this, I don't remember this smelling like this. This smells better than what I thought. I'll partially recommend it, but I got goose pimples off the shit. Damn. These are 12 Armaf fragrances in 2023, and are they still worth it? I've even seen that they're selling some of these joints in like triple packs. There's like an Armaf like greatest hits triple pack in like a whole case and shit. I don't know who would want that, but that is an option. Armaf is still a solid house. I think with all the clone houses that are dropping lately and the type of quality that they're putting out, I think Armaf needs to do a drastic change and not do that drastic change and price it up to $200 something. Keep it in that same energy, but start cloning other fragrances. Like all these other houses are going riskier and more niche-y. Like pick some better shit, dogs, and maybe you guys might get your title back, because it's been a while. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment below what your favorite Armaf fragrance is, and I'll see y'all stitches next time. You know who it is, biggest in the game. Smooches.
He don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense, you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.